Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a skincare video for you guys. So I wanted to change the pace a little bit and do another sit down video, kind of just up close and personal, and talk about skincare with you. I want to first of all go over my skincare journey and where I was with my face and my complexion and everything and where I am now, and then I wanted to just go through the products that I use in the morning and night for my face. To start off, back in 2016, so sophomore year of high school, I started to get a lot of blemishes and acne, and it kind of came out of nowhere. It came on kind of quickly as a whole. So around sophomore year, like I said, 2016, I just noticed a lot of blemishes on my skin. It started to become rapid and started spreading a lot, so I went to the dermatologist and just got some topicals and antibiotics. I tried everything. They said it was just like hormonal. So I tried creams, gels, pills, really anything just to kind of calm down all the inflammation and all the cystic pimples. I just had like redness, irritation, a lot of cystic pimples, which are like the hard ones that don't really pop up to a head that you can't really get rid of as fast. And when it was full on attacking me and my face was hot and like irritated and it was painful, this is what it looked like. This is really embarrassing to show, but I know it'll be interesting to see. As you can see, this just like everywhere. So yeah, I went to the dermatologist when I first started to become uncomfortable with it all, and I wasn't able to manage any of it. So I went to the dermatologist. They gave me some treatments. None of it really worked. I went back for months and months and months. Nothing really worked. And I started to get really self-conscious, and my self-confidence level went far down sophomore year. I was crying before school every day. I was crying when I was putting on makeup. It was just like really sad because I never thought of myself to be someone to have acne, and I was looking in the mirror and I definitely was getting it. This is a video in 2016, and this is just like terrible. My skin was dry, and it was just like, it seriously looked like I had like bites on my face. It was terrible and I felt so ugly. So I didn't know what to do. A lot of tears, a lot of stress. Probably the crying and stress made it worse, but you know, I don't really know. So while I started getting all this acne, I was doing my same routine. I was washing my face, putting on moisturizer, not doing anything excessive, just kind of, I did what everyone else did. Nothing really caused it except just, I guess, like hormones. So what really fixed it, I guess, was kind of the last resort, or the second to last resort. I was going to try Accutane, but my dermatologist recommended that I try birth control because maybe it could be a hormonal imbalance. So I tried that, and if that wouldn't work, then I would have tried Accutane, which is like the prescription medicine that really attacks your skin, but it also messes with your mental health and stuff, so I wanted to stay away from that. So I tried birth control, and that was like the holy grail for me. I don't know specifically what kind, but I've switched on and off, and it's just any birth control really just saved my skin. It cleared a bunch of my scarring and kind of just totally gave me a clean slate on my face. As you can see now, like I have some marks and stuff, and I still have blemishes everywhere, like on my chin and everything, but definitely my skin like transformed, and I was so happy. It didn't happen right away. It took like months and months, but I slowly started noticing a difference for sure. Just in the overall texture and the appearance, in the different pimples that I was getting after I started the birth control. They were kind of just like more simple, regularly occurring ones that you see like anywhere. So it started to clear up a lot. This kind of just was like near my hairline, and it kind of went away from the front of my face. Initially I had it like on my cheeks and in the top of my face, never really on my chin, just kind of here. So I still had it. I definitely still had acne at this point, but it was calming down a lot, and I could tell that it was going away. Here's another front on pic. It was just kind of, like I said, not terrible at this point. It was getting better, but just still bad. Clearing up my skin gave me a lot of confidence back, and I'm really glad that I tried birth control. So if you guys are struggling and you've tried every product in the book and every DIY and watched every video, I'm not a doctor or anything, but maybe try birth control because I know that for me, I had hormone imbalance, so doing that totally cleared me up. I can't really explain it, but it just did what I needed it to do. So that is really what worked for me. I know people have different medicines and products and companies that they've tried, but that is what worked for me. So yeah, I definitely have come a long way with my skin. And no, acne's not ugly, but I know it kills your self-esteem, so it was killing my self-esteem. I guess just staying on the birth control has helped regulate my hormones and just kind of kept my face, I guess, smooth and, I don't know, even. I definitely still have some bumps and like I still get cystic pimples every once in a while, and it's just kind of like one that stands out in front of everything, and it's like so hard to get rid of. But as you can see, for the most part, I'm pretty much healed from all this with minimal scarring. But now to keep it clear and to keep it as healthy and hydrated as possible, I just have a few things that I use in the morning and night that I wanted to show you guys. It's kind of midday, so I already used them, so I'm just going to show you the products that I have. So I start off by washing my face morning and night, and when I do that, I either use a bar of soap or Cetaphil. I usually use kind of just like any drugstore cleanser on my face, but I used to use the Aveeno foam cleanser, and I read something online where it said the foam cleansers are drying to the skin, so I threw that out. Now I just use Cetaphil. Like my dermatologist always told me it was really sensitive and easy on the skin, so I use this. And then, like I said, I just use, if I'm wherever or throughout the years, I've just used drugstore cleansers that work fine, that don't have a lot of ingredients in them. And then after a cleanser, I will either use an oil or a serum. So for those two options, I don't have many oils or serums. I want to get more. But the oil that I have is just the Body Shop tea tree oil, which is, this one's just super natural, so that's why I like it. And I kind of just like press it into my skin after my cleanser and before my moisturizer. And then I switch off from that and just this Glow Vitamin C and Magnesium that I got from Urban. Like I said, I just switch on and off from them. Like I'll use the oil at night and the serum in the morning, or vice versa, or I'll just take a break from both and just have the moisturizer on my skin. It really just depends on how I'm feeling. I move right on to moisturizer, and I have been using two for about a year now. So first off is Serangay. This is like a skin rejuvenation company that my mom uses. It's for like to prevent aging and everything, so this isn't really for like my and probably your age group, but I love this moisturizer. My mom introduced it to me. She had an extra, and it's so thick and creamy and blends right into my skin that I'm hydrated for so long. Because it's so thick, I definitely do get a lot of oil from it. Like when I wake up in the morning, it's a bit excessive, but like I said, I am really happy with the consistency on my skin. You can't really tell, but I just love this, especially for the winter and when my skin's really dry, and just an overall everyday moisturizer. This is really good for me and my skin, and I really like it. Another one though that I use, and I used a lot more when it's hot outside, and I used this last night because I got a lot of sun yesterday and my face was kind of hot. This is a hydrogel cream from Neutrogena. So this is nice and cold. This is not as thick, but it rubs onto the skin really nicely, and like I said, when my skin's hot or inflamed, this feels really nice. It's a thinner moisturizer for sure, but it's just, I like to switch them up kind of. So I go in between this and, like I said, the Serangay moisturizer. So these are the two that I've been using. So at night before bed, occasionally, before the moisturizer, I will put on eye cream. This is the same brand as the moisturizer that I use. It's the Serangay. I don't use it often because it started to irritate my skin a little bit, but I definitely use it probably once a week under my moisturizer. And I think it's definitely important at a young age to start using eye cream because you want to prevent wrinkles as early as possible. But I don't use it every night. It gets my face very oily. So for spot treatments, after all my skincare and right before bed, I will use Differin, which is just dermatologist recommended topical, and Axone, another dermatologist recommended topical. I don't really know if you guys can get these anywhere in the drugstore or anything, but you can definitely ask your dermatologist for them. It's definitely not for my specific skin, but I just know it's for blemishes, cystic, and the other kind, whatever that's called. So I use these kind of like if I have a tiny bump or if I have a huge bump, I will use them everywhere, kind of. I definitely don't rub it all over my face, but I will put it in spots all over my face before bed, and then I wake up and they're either down a little bit or less aggressive, or sometimes they even stay the same, but I just feel like these or any spot treatment really helps at night, even if I wake up and I don't think it does anything, I feel more comfortable wearing it, definitely. When I have more aggressive pimples, like cystic ones or just huge big boulders that I can't get rid of, I'll use salicylic acid because I know that's really drying to a pimple. So I use this Clean and Clear Advantage Acne Spot Treatment. It was like $5 at the drugstore. So I use this occasionally. I use these two like almost every night, but this is when I have like a big bad pimple. That sounds so dumb. So I will use this one. Probably once or twice a week when I wake up in the morning, I will do all my skincare, and then I will go on with just this face, I don't know what it's called, roller for your face, and roll up towards my head at an angle. I know that this gets blood rushing into your face and kind of creates circulation to help with blemishes or whatever. Honestly, I don't know much about skincare, but I have heard a lot about these face rollers. So yeah, I use this like once or twice a week just in the morning, just to wake up my skin a little bit, and I don't know, I just like the aesthetic. I feel like it just helps. I don't know if it's like a mental thing or if it actually does. This is from The Body Shop. I really like it. Like I said, I'm not like really knowledgeable about skincare, and I'm definitely not certified to give any advice, but this is kind of just the stuff that worked for me. So if you guys wanted to try some of this stuff out, I can try to link it below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like and subscribe down below. That's very important. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.